right. This week I hit the go live button and we are live officially.
Indeed.
Officially. Right now it's just the two of us. Who is out there like hanging out with us in live chat? There is Ken. Ken, I tell you what, last night on the Zoom session, I didn't see your comment in the chat, and then I was like, oh, where did Ken go? So I'm glad that you got to join us. We didn't get to say goodbye, but next time interrupt me and let me know you're leaving. You don't need to be quiet. And Maria, hello also to you. We had yesterday our Patreon only Zoom chat, our first one, and we had a good time. Had a lot to cover. Colton, what do you think?
I mean, all of us are there. You can be too once you subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes. And that is at patreon.com/𝗕𝗓𝗡𝗥𝗡. So come over and join us. Also, we tend to hang out a lot on our Discord server, 𝗕𝗓𝗡𝗥𝗡.com/Discord. So come get signed up. It's free, it's fun, and you can have all your Hebrew questions answered and all of your comments and thoughts expressed, unless they are crazy. All right, and Ken says, all right, that his days start early, so he had to leave yesterday pretty early. And Maria tells us that she learned a lot on the Zoom meeting. So definitely, we had a subject yesterday. It was about non-𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘, like the non-𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘 forms in past narrative, and the way that they paint a picture against which the action of the text is drawn out. It was a lot of fun. We talked about 3 different passages and went through them and analyzed them and talked about them in very deep ways. So if you are not on Patreon, you should be. Come and join us. With that said, we are now at the point where we should get started. So we're going to call up the text or the PowerPoint. This is what we're looking at, Psalms 119 in Hebrew. I redesigned it again because I get bored and I just do crazy things. So this week we are looking at Psalm 119, the sections of Vav and Zayin. As usual, let's throw up our Patreon members real quick. Galen and Jay Kirkpatrick are on our super members level, which is $15 a month, I believe. And the standard member level is $10 or $7 who we've got Adel, Colton, Erin, Fiddler on the Roof. I think her name is Elena, because she joined us yesterday on the Zoom, and Elena is not written in the Patreon website, so I assume that that's her. We've got Jonathan, Ken, Mason, Muriel, Nate, Oscar, and Asael. So these are our members who we thank from the bottom. Well, I thank from the bottom of my heart. You guys make all of it worth it. So I very much appreciate it. We are looking first at the section Vav in this acrostic poem of Psalm 119. We're going to look at the 8 verses listed here. Notice on the right, these are the numbers in Hebrew. So Mem, the letter Mem is 40. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, and so on. So you've got 41, 42, 43. And this will be able to... maybe we'll try to get used to seeing numbers in the Hebrew letters. So the numbers are going to be at the top of each slide, and then these on the side. So you'll be able to compare them, that this is 40 plus 1, which is 41, and so on. So we'll see that as we go forward. All right. Jonathan said he will be with us in a few minutes, but he is running late, and I don't know who else might pop up on from Patreon. So one of the benefits of Patreon membership, of course, is that you get links to everything to participate with us. You can come up on stage, you can read and be part of the public action. So with that, let's go ahead and get rid of our little pictures, and we will pull the screen all the way up and start reading. Colton, you want to take us away with verse 41?
Sure. Vivouni chasadecha Adonai, teshuatecha ke'imratecha. So, how do we do this? Let your loving kind. Hold on. Let it come to me. Let your loving kindness come to me, O Lord.
Okay, but this Notice that the u here means that this is plural.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And so we need to read chasadecha as chasadecha.
Kindness. Yeah. Kindnesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then your salvation according to your word.
Mm-hmm. So we're
Also,
missing
let
the
it come
verb.
to me. Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
let
we're
it
missing
come
the
to
verb.
me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which would be tavo ani or something, tavoeni.
Mm-hmm.
Tavoeni. Oops. Tavoeni, let it come to me. Tavoeni chuatecha or chuatcha. Let your deliverance come to me. It's got the verb elided. All right. Let's just steadfast love, which is technically a plural sense. Okay, reach me or come to me. We might even say, if we take it as enter, let it come into me. Like your love, let it enter me. Right? That could be the case. All right. So verse 42. I'll try to keep an eye on the comments if we need to pull something up, and also waiting for when Jonathan pops in so he'll pull himself up on stage. All right, so mem bet is 42. With all of these, we're going to see that we've got a vav with yiktol. Okay, yiktol. Ve yiktol is the form, not va yiktol, but ve yiktol. Normally, ve yiktol is connected in some kind of jussive sense, volitional. Let this happen. I hope that it happened. I wish, something like this. It's expressing generally some kind of desire. And the only reason they're doing this it's not a normal structure, but the poet was trying to figure out, what do I do to start an entire section of stanzas with a vav? Because what are you going to do with a vav? Vav is not an easy thing to start a sentence with in Hebrew, if it's a one-liner, and these are all one-liners. So he's using the ve-yiktol form to and let me do this, and let me do that, and something like that. So, and let me answer a word. I mean, let me give a reply. And the person that he's replying to is the one that's choref him. Ve'ene chorfi devar, ki vatachti bidvarecha. Bidvarecha, this is bidvarcha in your word, but it's in pause. Pause because it is sof pasuk. Right? Chorfi is one who taunts, or one who taunts me. The E is me. He's the taunter of me. Choref oti. He taunts me. He taunts me, or he ridicules, or he makes fun of me. We're going to see another word later on in the passage for this that's tied to the word late son. Late son is a clown. So we have lehalitz. Lehalitz is to make fun of somebody like a clown does, laugh at them. I shall have an answer for those who taunt me, for I trust in your word. Right? Sounds great. Next. I wonder if Erin's going to join us. I didn't hear from her. Real quick, Fiddler just joined us, and I want to ask Fiddler, are you Elena, who was with us yesterday in the Zoom call? You can answer in the messages. Go ahead, Colton.
ואל תצל מפי דבר אמת עד מאוד, כי למשפטיך ייחלתי. Do not remove from my mouth the word of truth forever, for I want to say in your, it's not what's there, but for. Remember
they said the ad me'od was thoroughly or utterly or completely.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For I have hoped for your judgment.
I've hoped for it, or I've waited for it. Liachel,
yeah, that's what I
to
meant.
await
Yeah.
something. I have awaited
Yeah.
your judgments.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Would you think this is like judgments or judgment?
I don't know.
And how would we know? Okay, so normally, remember, I'm going to write in regular letters for the word is mishpat,
Right.
and the plural is mishpatim,
Mhm.
mishpatim. But if we want to say your judgment, okay, we've got cha, and this is mishpatcha, mishpatcha, your judgment. If we went into pause, it would be mishpatecha,
Right.
which looks like what we have, but the
Mhm.
accent that we have written is munach, and munach is not disjunctive.
Do they
So
have
it's
to be
not
disjunctive to
disjunctive.
be accented?
In order for it to be in pause, it has to be disjunctive.
Ah, okay.
So what we
Did not know
see
that.
here is really the plural that's missing yod, mishpatecha.
That's good to know. That makes sense. That's why I got the other one wrong too. Yeah.
So don't take the word of truth. Well, what about? Can you explain to us about this lehatzila?
Right. So typically we, gloss this, translate this as like to save from something, but in order to save somebody, you're removing them. So do not take it away. Do not remove me, or remove from my mouth.
Right.
In this case.
Normally we think that the word means to save, but it's from the idea of taking out of danger, and in this case, it's taking out the word of truth from my mouth. Fantastic. Good. All right. Next, we have verse 44. I'm looking over, and I don't see Jonathan having joined us. So again, the eshmera, we see a long form, which is normally a first-person cohortative, first-person volitional. Let me keep. May I keep. I wish to keep. I want to keep. I shall keep. I'm giving my devotion to it. I shall keep Toratcha tamid. I will always keep your Torah, or I'll keep it continuously, or I won't stop. Right? That tamid means always. It's also tamid is the name of a candle that was burned in the temple, the 𝗕𝗓𝗦𝗘𝗏, an internal light. It was a candle that was always to be stoked, a fire, I guess, that was always to be stoked, or oil was to be added to it, something like this. So it didn't burn out, it didn't go out. I think there was also tamid was the name of a sacrifice in the temple. It's like the daily sacrifice, I think was called tamid, because you're supposed to do it continually every day. So, ve'eshmera toratcha tamid le'olam va'ed. I will always or continuously keep your Torah forever and ever. Do you think it's really possible for a person, for me, to devote myself to keeping God's commandments forever and ever? I don't think forever and ever. These are terms that we think of as everlasting and eternity, le'olam va'ed. But we need to remember that sometimes these terms can be limited. And in this case, it would clearly be limited to the lifetime of the person speaking. I will do it forever means I'll do it until I die. Right?
I think too with the cohortative, I think like if it's expressing the desire, which is what a cohortative can do, let me keep. Like that is my desire. Allow me to keep. I think that makes more sense. I think that makes good sense too. I think it's easier than let me keep them forever. I can't do it, but I can't do it on my own. Let me keep them.
Could the psalmist also have had in mind the concept of eternal life? Could it have been that? Like I don't know if this is something that was believed at that time, but I guess it's possible. It's possible that he was thinking about I will keep your law forever and ever, literally, like after the resurrection.
Yeah.
Perhaps. It's something we shouldn't rule out, but it's not
Right.
necessarily original to the text. It's something maybe the rabbis would have interpreted in that sense.
Right.
All right, next. And this is 45. Psalm 119:45.
Oh, this.
Let me address this real quick. We've got a comment from Jay. Not sure who Jay is, but he says, could you provide transliteration? The reason we're not providing transliteration is, first of all, because that's a lot of work to sit and transliterate all of this. But secondly, because the goal is to get you comfortable reading Hebrew. This is a reading session. And so if we put transliteration up, you would just be lazy and you'd never learn to read Hebrew. That's not our goal. We want you to learn to read it. So you can follow along. And if not, you can go back and do a lot of other exercises that we have on YouTube that will help you with learning to read the alphabet. And we can recommend other things like Aleph with Beth or something like that. Anyway, go ahead.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗡 𝗥𝗏𝗏
בה
Yeah, I see the method now. My bad. Let me do it again. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗏 𝗥𝗏 כי פיקודיך דרשתי. And let me walk openly for your commandments I have kept, your statutes, rather.
So I agree totally. I agree. And the רכבה that it's talking about means like out in the open. It's like the street. Rechov is a street, and רכבה normally you can, like, if you go to a club and you want to go dancing, you go to the רכבה. It's the open area where everybody can dance. But what does it mean? Let me walk in the open space because I have sought your precepts. What does it mean? Let me walk out in the open.
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like you probably have an answer, and I don't.
Well, I think it comes up in another verse that we're about to tackle. What's the next one? Yeah, it's the next one. So yeah. I'll hold on it. I'll hold on to it, and I'll look at the next verse. Because keep this in mind. Let me walk about. Lithalech is to walk around, right?
Right.
In the open space because I have sought your precepts. Okay, to seek out, to try to find out what they are. The next verse says, "Va'adabra ve'edotecha neged malachim ve'lo evosh." Lo evosh. That's the connection to the previous verse. He says, "Let me speak about your testimonies before kings." Neged doesn't mean necessarily against. Neged today means against, like, you're against your enemy, but it means against in the sense that it's opposite. And opposite means you're standing opposite someone, you're standing in front of them. So I will speak of your testimonies before kings or in front of kings. Neged melachim is the same as lifnei melachim, the same concept, before them, in front of them. Velo evosh. When he says, I will walk about in openness, he means I won't be ashamed. And that's exactly the thing that he's saying here at the end. He says, I will also speak of your decrees before kings and shall not be put to shame. Right? Very nice. Good. All right, verse 47.
There he is.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Jonathan, howdy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi.
Okay, good. Hello.
How are you? Let's say a little bit of hellos before we go back into it. How you been? Look, we've got little circles on the screen instead of the squares.
It looks really nice. I like it.
It's very cute. It's a new option.
Out of the circle.
They're trying to justify charging us another $200 a year.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. No.
No.
We'll talk about options later.
$400 a year, and my friend has a podcast that he's got the premium plan that is up now to $8,800 a year, and he said
$8,800.
$800 for the premium.
$800. Okay.
What did you think I said?
I thought you said $8,800.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
Oh no, 800. And He said, "You want to split a subscription?" I said, "That depends. You want to become part of the Hebrew Cafe?" He's like, "Whatever, man."
All right, we are on verse 47. Colton doesn't really like that first verb. Right, Colton?
Oh, I don't mind it. I just can't remember it.
It's a histophel.
Right? No, I just meant the meaning. I can't remember the meaning of it.
Oh, I don't know the meaning either. Wait,
okay.
Is it just asa? No, it's not.
No, it's from shashua.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
Lishtashia, to take delight in something.
Okay, cool.
To take delight in something. So I will delight. I will take delight in.
I will take delight in your commandments, which I love.
Okay.
Or maybe even, yeah, probably I love.
Do you want to read it in Hebrew?
Sorry. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡 b'mitzvotecha asher ahavti.
Ishtashah.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡. Oh, yeah. I have the seen sheen problem that my professor constantly reminds me about. Jonathan, you have a seen sheen problem.
We have the word in modern Hebrew used like mishashea. It's the PL of this doubled root. What do you call it? Pilpel? Pilpel?
Yeah, or pilpel.
Yeah.
Pilpel. So it's a pilpel root. And we say mishashea. And that means kind of like entertaining, or let's look it up and see exactly what they would say, but it's something like entertaining. Morphics.
Hey, how was the rest of the Patreon stream yesterday?
Brilliant.
Real quick.
It was perfect.
Okay. Yeah, after I left, it became perfect.
Yes.
I was corrupting.
There you go.
Thank you for disagreeing.
Mishashea. No, we loved your participation. I said we loved your participation, and we always want more of it.
I didn't hear that.
Mishashea, entertaining, enjoyable, amusing. Yeah.
Or to entertain or to delight.
There we go. Trying to get that out of the way. Yeah. So I shall take delight in your commandments.
No, is this?
Because I love them, or which I love, or because I love. Remember that asher is very much like ki in the biblical text. Sometimes it means because.
Yep.
Especially when you say ba'asher means because.
Yep.
It just really depends. I'm going to not write in cursive because I want people to understand my handwriting.
That would be
all
a
right.
good idea.
So verse 48. I think, Colton, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Well, we want to, before we go into this, we want to take note that this phrase is written here, mitzvotecha asher ahavti, and look at the previous verse. Previous verse has those exact same words, mitzvotecha asher ahavti. The BHS, remember BHS, Stuttgartensia, suggests that this is ditography. Ditto. It's written again, and that it doesn't belong in the text. It doesn't belong in this verse, that instead the L here should be written elecha. Elecha. So it says, ve'esach hapai elecha ve'asiach b'chukecha. That's what they suggest is the emendation from BHS, because they say this doesn't belong here. It's from the previous verse. Okay? But read it as written, and then translate it, and then read it with the emendation and translate again.
Sure. Ve'esa kapai el mitzvotecha asher ahavti ve'asicha b'chukecha.
We had that ve'asicha b'chukecha in the previous parts of the chapter, right?
Yeah. I will lift up. Yeah, sure. And let me lift up my hands to your commandments, which I love, and I will speak in according to your statutes.
And we could say that I would speak of your statutes. I would meditate on them. Like if I'm speaking to myself, I'd meditate on your laws, something like that.
Right. So with
remember that the JPS tends to go with study, like to this word asicha they say is to study.
Yeah. So with the emendation, the 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗩𝗘 𝗥𝗑𝗫𝗏. I want to make sure. So which makes good sense.
I like that you're making that distinction between chet and kuf.
I'm really trying. I will lift up my hands to you, and I will speak of your statutes.
All right.
I will meditate on your. I will study your statutes.
So this is what we get. The NRSV says meditate, and the JPS says study. Fantastic. All right. We are now on section Zayin. Before we move on, does anybody have any questions? Anything? Let's see. Yeah, Fiddler says, don't forget to, or that's Elena, says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Absolutely. Hit the subscribe button, please. Give us some followers and watch our old videos to give us.
Maybe we'll be able to afford the StreamYard renewal or not.
Maybe.
I don't think this is worth that much money when you can do other stuff for free.
Yeah, well, I think we'll find a different solution.
Yeah.
But we've enjoyed StreamYard.
Sorry?
We enjoyed StreamYard this year. We have it until December. We've enjoyed it this year. It's been very beneficial. We've gotten used to it, but if they want to double their prices, then we're not going to stay.
Jason was like, man, I wish we had StreamYard. And I'm like, all right, fine, I'll help you.
So fantastic. I guess we don't have any questions because nothing's coming out in the live stream audience.
We're this close to monetization on the YouTube channel.
We really are. It's down to the wire. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what monetization will do, but at least people will be able to give, like, what do they call them? Super chats and stuff if they want.
Yeah,
right.
Something we've never been able to do before. We are on section Zayin, which is 7 if we're counting in our Hebrew letters. Zayin is 7. So we are on the 7th section of text. This has an imperative, zchor. Zchor davar le'avdecha. This is in pause. Okay, it's got etnachta. Right? Athnak. Al asher yichaltani.
He had a really nerdy nasally voice too. Read up till the athnak.
The al asher yichaltani. We had before yichalti, and we had it in pause. It was also the last word of the sentence. It was with sof pasuk and siluk. It was yichalti. I don't know if you noticed before. Colton read it. Yichalti means I awaited. I awaited your commandments or your judgments. Remember, it said mishpatecha, and it had the yod missing that we talked about with the munach. Everybody remembers that? You're all memorizing this text as we go through it, right? Everybody's memorizing.
You mean the Muna, right? The Muna.
Oh my gosh! Did they say Muna? It's Munach.
No, I just made that up. I've never heard Muna.
Oh, okay.
It sounds feasible.
Well, if somebody had said Muna, I would have lost my stuff. Anyway, everybody's memorizing this, right? Enough. As we go through, and the things that we're talking about, they're supposed to be going into your memory. So lemishpatecha yichalti, you should already have in your brain from before. For your judgments, I awaited your judgments. But in this case, yichalta, we had yichalti. Now we've got yichalta. This is second person. Yichalta. ייחלת, second person. But then you add the suffix ni or ani, and it's ייחלתני. Now we have an object, which means it can't mean I waited or you waited. It is you made me wait.
I think
You made me wait.
Call that a type 2 pronoun. What's his name?
Object.
Van Pelt.
Van Pelt. So you have made me.
Pronouns.
You have made me wait,
Right
or you when you make someone wait for something, you give them hope for it. So the translations will say you've made me hope or you've given me hope. But remember, a word to your servant, meaning remember your word, your promise. Remember your word to your servant, or what you told your servant, al asher yichaltani, which you have made me wait for, or you've given me hope, concerning which you've given me hope. Okay? Nice. Jonathan, verse 50. We had mem is 40. Now we have nun is 50. So Isaiah 53, everybody loves that chapter, is nun gimel. Nun gimel is 53. Nun gimel. All right, so verse 50, nun.
You want me to take it since Jonathan's walked away?
Why did Jonathan walk away?
I don't know. He said he'd be back.
I wasn't looking at. Oh, did he say he wouldn't be back? Or he would be back?
He said he
not looking at
would.
the screen.
Yeah, he said he'd be
Okay,
right back.
take it. Yeah, take it.
So נחמתי בעניי.
That's nechamati. Nechamati.
נחמתי.
Notice the meteg. Sorry, notice the meteg on this word where it's under the chet. It's got meteg.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What does that mean?
It means that it's pronounced long and not short. It's pronounced with the long with the strong comments and the long comments instead of the short one. It does mean that. It means that it would have
been pronounced that way anyway. It's an open unaccented syllable. It would already be ah. Okay, so this syllable is tone. This syllable is near the tone. This syllable is distant, and this syllable is distant. What is supposed to happen on distant syllables?
It would reduce.
Distant reduces. Okay, so distant reduces. If, for whatever reason, the distant syllable is kept long, and we are full, not long, but full, the first of those that is kept full is marked with meteg. Mm-hmm. To tell you that this is a full vowel and you would expect it to reduce. I know it's supposed to reduce, but I'm leaving it full.
I know. So that's a Jason Harrism.
Exactly. Meteg is telling you, I know. I know it's supposed to reduce, but I'm leaving it long.
Colton would know it as propretonic reduction.
Yes.
So
that's what it is.
So if you have, for example, the word ha'adama, let's give another example. Let's say ha'adam. Adam. Okay, this is Adam. This is tone syllable right here. This is near syllable. It's supposed to be long, right? And the one before it is distant. We mark this with kamatz, and we mark it with meteg. Meteg says it's a distant syllable, and I'm leaving a full vowel. I know it's supposed to reduce, but I'm leaving it full. So when you see that in the text, ha'adam, and it's got kamatz, and it's got another kamatz, and it has a meteg beside it, that's what that meteg is doing. And if you look, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're now in exercise 40 of Wine Green, and I always write meteg in the answer key to indicate a long vowel and a distant syllable that is not reduced.
Look at Ken's comment.
Ken, I don't see the meteg in BHS for the verse. I pulled this from Mechon Mamre, which is based also on, what's it called, on the WLC. Let's see. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗡, without meteg. It's true. It is true. The use of meteg is inconsistent, but that's what it's for. Meteg is supposed to be a bridle to mark a long syllable whenever you would expect it to reduce. So there you go. Let's check real quick, since we're here. Let us check, what's it called? The Leningrad Codex. It gives us an opportunity to look up how do you check the Leningrad Codex, because some people don't know, and we want to be able to check it. There's a website that's put together by someone who frequents the Be Hebrew forum. It's Tanakh, like Tanakh is the word for the Bible in Hebrew. Tanakh.us. Tanakh.us.
You can also find it on
site,
Safaria.
but this is going to show you a facsimile. Does Safaria do that also?
Yeah, they have one also.
Okay, so we're going to Psalms. We're going to Psalms 119. That's our chapter, and the verse that we're on right now is verse 50. So we're gonna wrap around it. We're gonna say like 46 to 55. Okay. At the bottom it says Safaria. That's nice. Color image of Leningrad Codex. You hit go, and it pops up a window with the PDF. Or no, it's not even a PDF. It's a JPG.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't realize that he was linking directly to it.
Yeah, I didn't know either. But it pulls up the image, which is moving very slowly. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's my internet or what. Then we see, let's see, that's chet. We want zayin. And we see 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗩𝗘, and we see 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗦. I cannot see meteg on that word. I don't know. Maybe the meteg is covered by the long stem of that lamed, but it looks like there is no meteg. And since there is no meteg there, that explains why it doesn't exist on BHS, because the BHS is intended to reproduce the text exactly of the Leningrad Codex as far as it can. Let's check the Aleppo Codex to see if this page, if this section of that psalm is legible or not, because this chapter of the Psalms is highly damaged in the Psalms. So let's take a look. It's 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗃. 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗃 is 119, and we're gonna go to. I don't think we can specify a verse in this one. We're going to do 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗃 and tzilum 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗃𝗧. And see here if we're able to view that specific section of the text or not. This is the chapter. You can see that it's damaged. This is Vav, and this is the Zayin section right here. The text is very damaged. You can see how damaged it is, but we can also kind of see the text a little bit. Let's see if we can find Zot. Zot nechamati. Can you see it right here? Zot nechamati. It also does not have meteg. It doesn't have it. So neither the Aleppo Codex nor the Leningrad Codex has the meteg there, but I don't know why they imported it onto this text. Whatever they were using had it apparently, and it logically belongs. It logically belongs, but meteg again is something that's fickle, and sometimes will just not be there when you expect it to be. That said, go ahead and read the section, the verse, and give us your translation.
Yeah, Zot nechamati be'anyi be'oni.
Because the word is oni,
and
so here it's oni, my poverty. It's ugly. Yeah, because it's third person feminine. So 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗧. Those like 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗧, 𝗕𝗘𝗏𝗦. It's really funky how they form the atni forms. But, anyway, all right, give it to us. The word 𝗤𝗓𝗔 has a suffix, right?
Right.
𝗤𝗓𝗔.
This comforted me in my affliction, that your words kept me alive. For your words kept
this
me, your
this
word
is my
kept me alive.
comfort.
This is my
Literally,
comfort. Okay,
this is my comfort.
It's a noun. It's not the verb.
Correct.
Yeah, nechama is comfort. So 𝗤𝗓𝗔 is actually a segulate noun, right? If we take off the subject, which is my, take that off, and we're left with ony, which is a problem. So this resolves by making a vowel, e, and then this resolves by reducing. Oni. Oni is affliction, poverty. If you look it up in the dictionary, it's like the words 𝗔𝗘𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗏 and 𝗔𝗕𝗦𝗦𝗧 that have a reduced first syllable and the resolution of the consonant cluster with e. Also, 𝗔𝗕𝗦. 𝗔𝗕𝗦 means.
Why would you call that a segulate?
Because it's the result of a consonant cluster that appears after the drop of case endings and suffixes. And so it has to be reduced. Segulates not only use segol, they can use patach, they can use חיריק יוד, or they can be resolved with a shuruk.
Right.
So we have
accents usually on the first syllable of all of those.
Not in the case of third hey, of third yod.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I won't go into any more than that, but it's another playful segulate structure, and I know that everybody knows that I'm obsessed with segulates. So, yeah.
Thank God.
And it's also never mind. I have to stop. So this is my comfort in my distress or affliction. We use the same word for poverty. I'm not sure that you know, but during Passover, we sing a song called how's it go? It's 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗏. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗏. Anya is affliction. Oni. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗏 is the bread of our affliction. The bread of our affliction. This is the bread of it's because we eat the matzah. It's disgusting.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
Because I came in late. Who's Fiddler on the Roof?
Elena was in our.
Oh, that's Elena. So she's hanging out backstage.
Ken says real quick that he has a copy of the Koren Tanakh, and that it has the meteg. I have a copy here somewhere. I thought I had a copy at hand. If I did, I would be able to pull it up and say yes. But I don't see it. It has to be in a box. So, my punishment of living in boxes. I have the VHS available to me all the time, and the NA28 available to me all the time. But I am lost as far as all of my great versions of everything. I have the Keter Yerushalayim always in my desk because it's my favorite. Who is next? It's Jonathan. Yes, Jonathan was supposed to be 50, and now he is 51 instead.
Okay. So, Zayden Helitzuni ad ma'od mitoratcha lo natiti.
Yeah, I mentioned this word before at the beginning of the chapter because we were thinking of words that meant to ridicule or to make fun of someone, and this is from what we say litzan today, which is a clown, litzan. But it's also used. I think it's latzim in the Psalms. Latzim, people who
latzim, scoffers.
Yeah, latzim, scoffers. Exactly. That's this word. They scoff at me, or they make fun of me.
Oh, helitzuni. Okay. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡. Okay. And then so I don't have any translations to help me, so I don't know some of these words.
We read through the entire passage beforehand. So.
Oh. Well, I heard
that was me and Colton. Oh, Elena is on stage. Sorry, I missed that. Or she's trying to. It says she's trying to come on stage.
Yeah, she needs to hook up her devices.
Yeah, you'll need to connect your mic and cam before you can add them to stage. So, Elena, I hope that she had her cam and stuff on yesterday, so she'll come up with us. Zedim, I'm sure that you know that there's a word that means you do something on purpose. Like if you sin accidentally, it's b'shgaga, from mistake, right? Shkia, mistake, b'shgaga. But if you do something intentionally or wantonly, you wantonly break the Torah, it's bizadon, I think is what it's called, bizadon. Have you heard that? Am I making things up?
What's that?
It's bizadon. Oh, you don't even listen to me. יעשה בזדון לבלתי שמוע אל הכהן העומד לשרת, blah, blah, blah. Bizadon is the word that means you do it flagrantly, intentionally. You want to violate the law. So Zedim are people who are intentionally evil. They're arrogant. They have no shame about the things that they're doing. I'm trying to help you with your translation, man. And you're looking at your phone.
I'm done with my phone.
So what did I say about Zedim? What is Zedim?
I have no idea. Hang on.
I just tied it into.
I know I'm not being very responsible.
When you break the law in the Bible, you can do it b'shgaga.
This says a presumptuous person or insolent.
So look, b'shgaga means accidentally. You accidentally break the law, right? Or you can break the law, the Torah, you can break it bezadon. Bezadon means flagrantly, intentionally, arrogantly. You do it with pride. You want to break it. Right? So Zedim are people that do things without any shame. Did you listen this time?
Yes.
Okay.
The gloss has presumptuous one. I guess that's kind of the same, but it doesn't seem as harsh. But it could be presumptuous one, I guess.
Well, so what does the verse mean?
Probably, I don't know, making fun of them for following Hashem, for following
for performing the commandments. But even though they laughed at me and made fun of me so much, I did not turn away from your law. Right. The natiti again is like this idea of having intention, leaning in a certain way. All right.
What does Elena say? I don't really understand. Safari is not supported. Had to download Opera. For what?
Safari is the browser on Mac.
I know what Safari is.
Okay. All right.
We both have.
I thought it was where you went on you went through the desert and you got to shoot stuff.
It's that too. It's what Christian missionaries do.
Y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy.
Freaking colonialism.
Indeed. So it says Zacharti. What? Never mind.
I think
it says Zacharti mishpatecha me'olam Adonai va'etnecham. All right, va'etnecham is actually above consecutive, and what's the difference? It starts with va instead of ve. So we are in Zayin, the Zayin section. So zacharti, I have remembered. We don't use the word et because it's often missing, right? Zacharti et mishpatecha, or zacharti mishpatecha me'olam. I have forever, in the past, I have forever remembered your judgments, O Lord, and I took comfort. Lehitnachem is to take comfort. Vayitnecham, I took comfort, assumingly I took comfort in them, like in the fact that I remembered your precepts.
Oh, hey,
When I think of your ordinances.
A plenary written Adonai. Look at that.
No.
What? Oh, is that an accent? Is that a revia?
That's revia.
Sorry.
And this is a problem, I think. This is another problem with Nehemiah Gordon's untrained readers of Hebrew who go through and try to find all of the instances of a cholam on the name, because many times it's not cholam, it's revia. But it looks like it's like shva cholam and kamatz, but it's not. Zacharti mishpatecha me'olam Adonai v'etnecham. So this, the second one, or the first one, the NRSV, it's taking as from of old, as if it's the ordinances that are ancient. Also, your rules of old. Mishpatecha me'olam, your judgments from old. Right. I don't know if I would read it that way. Like, I think that it means, like, me'olam would refer to all of my life. All of my life, forever, since I was born. I remember your judgments forever, like as long as I've been alive. Because me'olam is from olam in the past, and le'olam is to olam in the future. So when I say about my life, ani aseh le'olam, I mean I will do it until I die. And me'olam asiti etzeh, I have done this from olam. It means I've done it all my life, right? And so I would read it that way. I would read it as like all my life I remember your judgments, O Lord, and I take comfort in them. Like I don't know that it's talking about.
Uh-oh. We lose him? Jason?
It appears that we have.
Jason!
For like Isaiah.
You cut out for like 30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Yeah. Is it catching up now? Yeah, we didn't hear anything you said until your last half sentence. Sorry. Is he frozen again?
Yeah, he is.
He's frozen again.
Like a good TV dinner. You heat it up and it's still frozen.
Yeah. Oh, Jason. He's going to have to restart, I bet. Or at least something. Zal'afa achazatni merashaim.
You give me both. Yeah.
Yeah. It means wicked.
Oh, he had the.
I'm like, I know that word. Why am I having trouble reading it?
The slideshow just went down because it was.
Yeah, he had to restart. If he takes too long, I'll put it on screen.
Yeah.
But we can just talk for now.
We only have 4 minutes.
Yeah, we
6 minutes.
Yeah. Well, Jason should finish his one verse.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Technology.
That's
Israeli
all right.
internet connections. I hope Iran didn't bomb him. That would suck.
You can't just say that. You can't just say that, Jonathan.
My computer got hot again. What is going on with this thing? I don't know. I need a new computer. It got hot.
My friend said yesterday, you might be on the autism spectrum because you say some very inappropriate things sometimes.
Well, I can't show the text because my computer doesn't have internet. It's dead.
Do you want me to put it up?
Yeah, do you mind?
No,
We're in
but
Isaiah
we have 5 minutes.
153. We can get through this.
Present. Share screen. Window. Share. Did it go?
So
Oh, I have to add it to the stage. Cool.
there you go.
Is it big enough?
Zoom it in some, brother.
Brother, you old man eyes.
It's not old man eyes. You're sharing very small text on a very small screen.
Still old man. Oh, for the phones. Yeah, of course. Oh gosh. Where is it? This is a new logos. I don't know. Where the heck?
There.
Oh, he's frozen again.
Is it the little arrows at the top? The up and down arrows? Not that arrow.
Three dots on the top right of the window. Pull it open until it makes text bigger.
It doesn't have that. This is the new logos. They changed a lot of stuff.
View. Go to view. View makes sense.
View does make sense. Zoom.
Zoom. Haha. Colton, do
That
good.
better?
Maybe I can
Alright.
take it back. Hold on, because you and your not knowing how to make text big.
I got it.
There we go. Okay. 𝗔𝗓𝗪 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗡𝗥. And so 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗡𝗥 is 𝗥𝗚𝗧, like it took hold. Very sorry about this guy. 𝗔𝗓𝗪 𝗥𝗚𝗦𝗡𝗥 מרשעים עוזבי תורתך. So 𝗔𝗓𝗪 is like anger, like zam. Anger took hold of me from or on account of, because of wicked men. Notice the meteg on the side of the tzere. Meteg is marking a full vowel and a distant syllable, saying, I know. Okay. Meresha'im, ozvei toratecha, those who they abandon your Torah. So.
Oh, sorry.
So-
Yeah, Ken. I just saw Ken's comment. Sorry, Ken.
Which comment?
He was telling me how to zoom in.
Okay.
I don't know the new logos yet. I haven't played with it very much.
Want to keep annotations? Close.
I went with the subscription.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, there we go. Hot indignation seizes me because of the wicked, those who forsake your law. Notice that the word min, like me reshaim, min, the me, is because of, on account of. Okay. We better get to the next verse, 54.
Is it my turn?
Colton? Well,
No,
Colton
sir.
had taken your spot because you
Okay.
disappeared.
Zmirot hayuli ukecha bevet magurai. Oh my goodness. Zmirot.
Songs?
They were something to me.
Songs.
Your
Yeah,
your
songs
statutes.
from Zamar.
Okay,
to sing.
great, good.
Yeah.
Your statutes were songs to me in the house of my wandering.
My dwelling, like
Dwelling.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Migurim is residences. Yes. So basically, he's saying when I grew up, or wherever I live, in the house of my Migurim, it's your laws are my songs. These are things that I sing.
Where do they
Right.
get the wherever from?
In the house of my sojournings.
Yeah.
In the house of my
it's
sojournings.
an
It doesn't
idiom.
matter where I live.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Jonathan, let's try to finish out real quick.
Okay. All right. Zacharti balayla shimcha Adonai v'eshmara Torah.
Va eshmera.
Va'eshmara. Did I say v?
Mhm.
Sorry. Yeah, so I have remembered at night your name O God, O Adonai, and I will keep it, but it's a cohortative, right? 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗩𝗘 ending.
No, it's not consecutive. I have kept it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh. Lengthen vav, lengthen vav. Compensatory lengthening, Lambden. That's the one thing I like about Lambden. Compensatory lengthening.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, so verse
Wait, did
46, 56.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
No, I
did.
did. I got most of it.
זאת הייתה לי כי פיקודך נצרתי. So this is what I had, or this is what became mine, something like that. Because I have kept your precepts, your ordinances. This blessing has fallen to me. This has been my lot. This has been to me. That is the end of our section Vav and Zayin of Psalm 119. Again, I apologize for my computer overheating. I didn't think it would happen because it is now winter in Israel. But actually, I do apparently need to close the windows and turn on the air conditioning so it doesn't overheat while we're having our sessions until I get a new computer.
What's the winter like in Israel? It's still hot.
It's not yet started raining. Normally, it starts raining just around Sukkot, and then it rains for a while. We have early and latter rains, but it hasn't started yet.
So you have rainy seasons.
Yeah, winter is rainy and cold, but in Jerusalem sometimes it snows.
So
And
what's the
but
temperature there right now?
At least it's dry.
I don't know what the temperature
only
is.
thing-
I don't. Let's
The
see.
only thing worse than high humidity and heat is high humidity when it's cold outside. Oh my gosh. Don't go to
Current
Bolivia.
temperature in Israel is 22 degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade, which is 71.
71.
71.
Sounds
And it's midnight and it's 71 degrees.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would
gross.
love winter.
All
I don't
right,
know if
ladies
I'm
and gentlemen. Elena, I'm sorry you weren't able to get on stage with us. Maybe you'll be able to figure that out next week and join us.
She said in the private chat it's working.
Hey,
There
she
you
got it
are.
right.
Yeah.
Finally got it. Hi, guys.
But maybe
Hello.
next time you'll be able to get on earlier. You figured out what you need to do to get on?
Yes. Yeah. I just downloaded Opera and Opera. and
Okay, so
and I had
so
to
next
start it. Yeah, so I did it. Okay. Next time I will be able to. Yeah.
He froze again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I reckon that's it. Jason froze again, Jonathan. You reckon you can end the...
Well, then I will sign us off. Everybody have good weeks, and we'll see you next week. Happy election season.
it doesn't feel too hot. I can feel the machine. It doesn't feel too hot. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Wireless.
Yeah, maybe I need to just get a desktop and stop with these laptops. All right, guys, thanks so much. We will see you in Wine Green in just a minute. We're going to switch over there and do exercise 40, starting with Hebrew to English. See you in a minute.
Okay. Will it be on YouTube or here or how?
It's on YouTube. Go through the Patreon to come on stage with us.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wonderful. Thank you.